Hi, my name is Sloan Luckie, and I'm the author of Body Under Construction. Today I want to share some tips with you on foods that can aid you in getting a good night's sleep. Sleep plays a critical role in not only looking and feeling your absolute best, but in attaining and maintaining optimal health. By getting a good quantity of sleep, which is typically 7 to 8 hours, and by getting high quality sleep, which is uninterrupted sleep, sleep can really benefit you in myriad ways. Number one, it can assist you in controlling your appetite and reduce your risk to overeating. Secondly, the highest production of growth hormone occurs during sleep. So, sleep actually promotes calorie burning muscle mass because muscle mass is produced by growth hormone. So, it could actually tone your muscles or promotes toned muscle. Sleep also provides your body the opportunity to repair itself and to recover. It's almost as if your body goes into a garage every night for repair. Sleep improves energy, which is something that we all want. Sleep also reduces stress, which is something that we're all in pursuit of. And good night's sleep and a good quality of sleep, or high quality of sleep, I should say, also can lower your risk to chronic illnesses such as hypertension and heart disease and even diabetes. So, sleep again plays a critical role in attaining and maintaining optimal health and helping you to look and feel your absolute best. So, what foods do we want to focus on? You really want to focus on those foods that either have or promote tryptophan. And tryptophan is an amino acid that helps to promote and produce serotonin and melatonin. And those are chemicals that are sleep inducing. Another food or beverage that you want to consider are beverages in particular that have melatonin in them. And melatonin is the hormone that we have that helps to regulate our sleep. So, to borrow a line from one of my favorite groups growing up, the Eurythmics, sweet dreams are made of these. We're going to start off here with some warm milk. Now, I don't know about you, but my mother used to give me some warm milk before going to bed. It always helped me sleep better. Well, she was on to something. It turns out that milk is a great source of tryptophan, which again is going to help produce that serotonin, which is going to help promote sleep. Also, calcium. The calcium helps promote the tryptophan as well by basically bringing the tryptophan to the brain or having the brain to use the tryptophan to help produce melatonin. And so that's not only milk, but that's a good number of dairy products that will do that. So, give the warm milk before bed, maybe about just before bed or an hour before bed, a try. Secondly, I would try some low fat yogurt. Again, a great source of tryptophan. And also, again, another good source of calcium. So, again, that's going to help, again, all help to promote the production of serotonin, which is going to help you get better sleep. Bananas, you also want to try as well. They're a good source of tryptophan, but in addition to that, they're also a very healthy source of carbohydrates. And what carbohydrates do is they actually bring the tryptophan to your brain, if you will, to help promote the production and manufacturing of serotonin. So this is where good carbohydrates can really help with better sleep, in addition to it having the tryptophan in it as well. Uh, Also, I have some dried tart cherries here. Now, tart cherries aren't only a great antioxidant and aren't only a great anti-inflammatory source, but they're a great source of melatonin, which again is going to help regulate and promote good sleep. The thing I would say though is if you're going to get dried tart cherries, try to go with the organic version if you can. Also, don't have a whole bag of tart cherries. What you want to do is maybe just take a handful or maybe half a handful because they do contain sugar, and I want you to keep your sugar intake at a minimum. But again, the melatonin in tart cherries is going to really help promote good sleep. Also, one of my favorites is popcorn. I love popcorn. This is my go-to late night snack. Okay, popcorn again is a really good carbohydrate. One of those good carbohydrates that, like the banana, right? What it's going to do is it's going to that carbohydrate is going to bring that tryptophan to the brain to help in the production and manufacturing and promotion of serotonin. The only thing I would suggest is when it comes to popcorn, when you make it, you really kind of want to use either canola oil or extra virgin oil. And when you season it, I would go with an iodized sea salt. I know many you and you as well may be using sea salt, which is certainly a good start. But I would go with an iodized sea salt because an iodized sea salt is really going to help promote thyroid health. And really just use a sprinkling of salt, if you will. If you want to try some other spice, go with the turmeric, which has great anti-inflammatory elements to it as well and provides your popcorn with a different kind of taste. But I would stay away from the, cheesy popcorn and the buttery popcorn. Just really kind of keep it as low fat as possible. All right? In addition to that, I have some other items here. Um, think you should try some tart cherry juice. Now, again, you want to go with maybe 4 to 6 ounces. Don't get like a 16-ounce, glass or bottle of cherry juice. Again, that may be too much because the juice does have some sugar in it, but you do want to limit it to maybe 4 to 6 ounces of tart cherry juice because again, that tart cherry juice contains melatonin, which is going to help promote sleep because it's going to help again. That melatonin helps to regulate sleep. So go with a 4 to 6 ounces of tart cherry juice. And last but certainly not least, you want to go with some chamomile tea. And this tea is going to have very little, if any, caffeine in it, which is going to be good in promoting a nice sound sleep. But it's also going to help you to relax as well. The only thing here is I wouldn't use sugar to sweeten the tea. What you really should try to do is to use some honey instead of the sugar. Because again, sugar is going to kind of stimulate you, and you really kind of want to cool down or relax or be in a relaxed mode as you prepare for sleep. Okay? And so those are pretty much the foods that are going to really help you to get better sleep. Just a couple of other things you may want to keep in mind as well. Number one, you do want to avoid eating big meals 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep. Why? Because when you eat those big meals, your body requires a lot of energy to digest those meals, and that whole process can actually disrupt your sleep. Also, you want to stay away from certain beverages, particularly beverages that have stimulants in them, like caffeine. Again, this chamomile tea has very little, if any, caffeine in it, as opposed to the more traditional teas, which actually do contain caffeine. So you want to, stay away from things with caffeine in them, which have a tendency to stimulate you. Also, sugary drinks. You want to stay away from sugary drinks, like excessively sugary drinks. Also, you want to really stay away from alcohol as well before bed. I know everyone, many like to have their glass of wine before they get to bed, and it may do a good job at initiating the sleep stage, but alcohol actually dehydrates you, which can disrupt your sleep. I mean, it actually has been known to really impede or disrupt the REM stage of sleep as well. So you really don't want to have alcohol before you go to bed. Try some of these other light snacks and some of these other drinks, just before bed or within an hour of bed. And that is about it. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you want additional information, feel free to check out sloanlucky.com. Until then, sweet dreams.